Hello everybody. Can you believe it's the last week of school? It's went by so fast. It goes by so fast. It's like a blink of an eye. So I hope you've enjoyed the class this term, and I hope that you feel that I've been available and accessible, and that you've, gotten something out of this class that you can use, practically in your current position or future position. So, we are going to wrap this up, and we'll have a written assignment, a quiz, and a final, and a discussion. So, this week we're going to talk about labor relations, employee relations. So, I'm going to talk about unions, kind of the process, what you can and can't do as an organization, as an employee, the legislation that governs that. We're also going to talk about things like retention and OSHA. Okay, and there's some videos you're going to look at here. And the readings, of course, layoffs. Probably at some point we're going to talk about the WARN Act, where you're going to read about it. Mergers and acquisitions, excuse me. So just read through all these, look at these videos. A lot of material in there, I know. And so for your discussion, after you've read all that material, you're going to reflect on some of the modules in the class. And then, because we've talked about so many things like job analysis and planning and staffing, employee development programs and training, compensation, benefits. So what you're going to do is talk about how technology has helped HR managers in each of these areas in any company that you may have worked at before or are working at now. Make sure to stay focused on HR and don't veer off into other areas like finance or, just different, or operations or whatever. Just stick to HR. Really, how has technology helped HR? For example, I'll give you one example would be human resource information systems. Obviously, has made a big difference in how records are kept in HR. So think of some other ones, and respond to your classmates and have a conversation about how technology has influenced HR functions. All right, so there's that. And then there's the written assignment, number 7. And then you're just going to talk. This is a lot of reflection this week, if you can't tell. There's a lot of, okay, let's look, holistically at what we've learned in this course. And then talk about how it has changed the way you think about HR. Maybe something that you didn't know before you learned in this class, and that has influenced how you think about HR. Feel free to draw on what you feel like you've learned and describe that. So the essay is supposed to be 1.5 to 2 pages instead of the standard 3 pages. This is a personal reflection. This is a little bit of more of a subjective assignment. Just want to share what you learned and maybe what you feel like you've gained from this course and your understanding of HR's role. That's really all. And then your final. Now, your final exam, you have an unlimited time limit up to the due date, but you have to submit it by that due date. These are essay questions that you need to do. And they're pretty self-explanatory. You have parts, some of them have a part 1 and a part 2, as you can see, but they're very specific questions. Feel free to use your course materials in your text or research. And also make sure that it's, make sure that it's in essay format. If you're going to use, and that includes, your sentence structure, paragraph structure, and it's very specific as far as font. Times New Roman, 12 pitch, 12 point, double spaced, APA style. Now obviously I can't tell you exactly what, but there are, I'm looking for complete answers to each question. Don't skip a question. Don't answer part of a question if you want full points. It's 12.5 points each. Okay? And it does include this module in week 7. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to assist you. Otherwise, that's about it. After that, once you submit that, the course is over. So if you have any questions this week about these assignments, let me know. It might be hard to shift from a more subjective paper to some of the other papers you've been writing because you've been told to avoid certain points of view when you're writing. So, but for this week, this written assignment, again, it's more about what you have gained, and I want to hear about that. So anyway, it's been a great term. I hope you've enjoyed the term. If you have any feedback or any suggestions for the course, please let me know. I'm open to constructive criticism. This is a work in progress, and it's always evolving, and there's been many times where I've taken student suggestions and incorporated them into my class. I feel like I've tried to make this with the videos more of a, not so formal. There's somebody back here looking at your work behind this computer screen, and that wants you to succeed. It's not, it just makes it more personable, in my opinion. But if you have any suggestions, let me know. And it's been a pleasure being your instructor, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you very much. Take care.